Why do you think Denmark needs to leave the EU?
Well, Denmark needs to exit the European Union since it has proven not to work and the lobbyism in Brussels makes change impossible. The single market does work to some extent. Therefore, Denmark should seek a bilateral agreement since this will benefit Denmark and Danish values. We will be free of a union which have complete control from Germany and France, and even one party in Italy called Five Star Movement possesses more seats in the parliament than Denmark.
Do you think this is a realistic plan?
Yes. Since the EU has lost control of the outer borders and Germany didn't try to solve it and just let everybody in and therefore does not follow their own rules in the EU. The EU is undemocratic and should return to a trade union and not a federal government. The EU and its lobbyism creates unnecessary bureaucracy and works against small businesses with high cost for different approvals for products like CE. Well, with the increasing amounts of trade agreements, we cannot support this unfair trade, which only supports the countries that doesn't threaten, especially in the agricultural sector, which is subsidized within the EU and doesn't allow for growth in the third world countries, which will keep them down and not allow them to enter the European market, which should be seen as unethical and a threat to the global market. And isn't the global free market the idea of every country depending on each other to avoid conflicts? Be certain countries out EU is only fueling these conflicts, like the sanctions against Russia. By staying in the EU, which is feared to end up with deflation, we will lose to bigger countries and emerging markets and will in the long run give Denmark a negative net export.